Samuel Jacobs. Sam Bradford is an American football quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles of the National Football League. He was drafted by the St. Louis Rams first overall in the 2010 NFL Draft. He played college football at Oklahoma, and as a redshirt sophomore, Bradford became only the second sophomore to win the Heisman Trophy. In 2010, his first season in the NFL, Bradford set the record for most completions by a rookie in NFL history, which helped earn him the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award. Early years: Bradford was born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He attended Putnam City North High School in Oklahoma City, and starred in football, basketball and golf for the Putnam City North Panthers. As a senior quarterback in 2005, he threw for 2,029 yards and 17 touchdowns in 12 games. His senior year in basketball, he averaged a double-double. Bradford was a 2- to 3-star recruit and not that highly ranked among the high school class of 2006, with his highest ranking being number 12 among only pro-style quarterbacks by recruiting source Rivals.com, behind Pat Devlin, Juice Williams, Josh Freeman, and being overshadowed by the likes of 5-star recruits Mitch Mustaine, Matthew Stafford and Tim Tebow. College career: Bradford received an athletics scholarship to attend the University of Oklahoma, where he played for Coach Bob Stoops' Oklahoma Sooners football team from 2006 to 2009. Freshman season: in 2006, Oklahoma's starting quarterback Rhett Bomer, then a sophomore, was dismissed from the team for violating NCAA rules. Paul Thompson, a senior quarterback turned wide receiver, converted back to quarterback and led the 2006 Oklahoma Sooners football team to win the Big 12 championship game. His departure left a void at the quarterback position at Oklahoma. 6 players on the roster tried out for the starting position during the following off-season, including 3 walk-on quarterbacks, true freshman Keith Nichol, junior Joey Horsell, and Bradford, a redshirt freshman. On August 21, 2007, Bradford won the starting quarterback role for the 2007 team. In his first game for the Sooners, against the University of North Texas, Bradford completed 21 of 23 attempts for 363 yards and 3 touchdowns in a little over 2 quarters, breaking the school record for passing yards in a half, held by his quarterback coach Josh Heupel, with 350. The very next game, Bradford broke Heisman Trophy winner Jason White's school record for most consecutive pass completions with 22. In the second week of the 2007 season, Bradford was named the National Offensive Player of the Week by the Walter Camp Football Foundation after tying the school record for most touchdown passes in a game with 5. Having thrown 25 touchdowns through his first 9 games, Bradford was on pace to break the NCAA freshman record of 29 touchdowns set by David Neal in 1998 and tied by Colt McCoy in 2006. In the November 17, 2007 game against Texas Tech, Bradford suffered a concussion of unknown severity. He was removed from the game and replaced by backup quarterback Joey Horsell. The Sooners lost the game, 27-34. Bradford was able to play in the Bedlam game against Oklahoma State on November 24. During the November 24, 2007 game against the Oklahoma State Cowboys, Bradford broke the NCAA freshman record of 29 touchdowns by passing his 30th touchdown to Joe John Finley during the second quarter. At the Missouri Tigers game, Bradford threw for 209 yards and 0 interceptions. He was 18-26 and threw for 2 touchdowns. The Sooners won the Big 12 championship after defeating Missouri for the second time in a season. The Sooners played the West Virginia Mountaineers in the Fiesta Bowl on January 2, 2008 and lost 48-28. It was Bradford's first bowl championship series game as a starter. Sophomore season. In Week 8 of the following season against Kansas, Bradford surpassed quarterback coach Josh Heupel's school record for passing yards in a single game with 468 yards. Bradford led the Sooners to their 3rd straight Big 12 championship and defeated Missouri 62-21. In the process, the Sooners broke Hawaii's 2006 record for the most points in a single season with 702 points. Also, the Sooners were the first team in NCAA history to score 60 or more points in 5 straight games. Oklahoma finished the 2008 regular season with a 12-1 record, ranking number 2 in the AP poll and number 1 in the BCS standings. The Sooners earned a trip to play Florida at the 2009 BCS National Championship game. After the regular season, Bradford captured the Davey O'Brien Award and the Heisman Trophy. He is the second sophomore, after 2007 winner Tim Tebow of the University of Florida, to receive the Heisman. He also became the 5th University of Oklahoma player, as well as the second person of Native American descent to capture the trophy after Jim Plunkett. Bradford received 1,726 total points while the other finalists, Colt McCoy, of the University of Texas, and Tim Tebow, received 1,604 and 1,575, respectively. Tebow, however, collected more first-place votes, 309, while Bradford got 300. Bradford got the most points thanks to the help of his 315 second-place votes. A total of 926 voters participated in the balloting. When combined with Blake Griffin's Naismith Award, Oklahoma became the first school to have a winner in both top basketball and football individual awards in the same year. Bradford was also voted Associated Press College Football Player of the Year. Bradford received 27 votes, again beating McCoy and Tim Tebow. Bradford is the third Oklahoma Sooner to win the award, joining Josh Heupel and Jason White. Heupel and White were also quarterbacks, with Heupel being the current quarterbacks coach for Oklahoma. Bradford faced Florida, led by Tebow, in the 2009 BCS National Championship game. He threw 26 of 41 passes for 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, as Florida won the game 24-14. Junior season. Bradford announced that he would forego the 2009 NFL Draft to return to Oklahoma for his junior season. In the Sooners' first game of the season, Bradford suffered a third-degree AC joint sprain one play after becoming Oklahoma's all-time passing leader. Playing without Bradford for the second half of the game, Oklahoma went on to lose 14-13. Bradford was originally scheduled to return in about 3 to 6 weeks, but head coach Bob Stoops initially refused to either confirm or deny that timetable. After missing 3 weeks, Bradford returned to the field during the Baylor game, and completed 27 of 49 passes for 389 yards and 1 touchdown, leading the Sooners to a 33-7 victory. Bradford re-injured his right shoulder on October 17, 2009 in the Red River rivalry against Texas on the second drive of the game. It was later announced that he would undergo season-ending shoulder surgery and enter the 2010 NFL Draft. Awards and honors. 2010 NFL Draft First Overall Pick, 2010 Carol Rosenblum Memorial Award. Statistics. Source. Professional career. 2010 NFL Draft. Although he likely would have been one of the first quarterbacks taken in the 2009 NFL Draft, Bradford decided to return to Oklahoma for his junior season in January 2009. Shortly after the 2009 draft, he was projected as the number 1 prospect for the 2010 NFL Draft. On October 25, 2009, Bradford announced he would forego his final year at Oklahoma and enter the draft. Commonly considered one of the top prospects available, Bradford was projected as high as the number 1 overall pick for most of the preseason and the early part of the regular season. Because of his shoulder injury, Bradford did not throw at the 2010 NFL Combine, however he was measured and participated in interviews and medical examinations. He was measured at 6'4" 1/4" and 236 pounds, about 15 pounds above his college playing weight. Bradford scored 36 out of 50 on the Wonderlic test, well above the average of 28.5 for the 30 NFL quarterbacks slated to start in 2010. On March 19, Bradford met with St. Louis Rams general manager Billy Devaney and defensive coordinator Pat Shurmur in Pensacola, Florida, where he had been training and rehabbing since undergoing surgery on his throwing shoulder. On April 22, 2010, Sam Bradford was selected as the number 1 pick in the NFL draft by the St. Louis Rams. St. Louis Rams. 2010, in early spring, Bradford met with Don Gowdy, a professional development coach in St. Louis, Mo. Gowdy helped Bradford with his pocket technique. Bradford spent 3 weeks in his training camp before starting the summer conditioning camp. On April 22, 2010, Bradford was selected by the St. Louis Rams as the first overall pick in the 2010 NFL Draft. It was the first time the Rams selected a quarterback in the first round of a draft since the selection of Bill Munson in the 1964 NFL Draft. Bradford is the first number 1 pick out of Oklahoma since Billy Sims was selected top overall by the Detroit Lions in the 1980 NFL Draft. Bradford chose the number 8 in honor to Troy Aikman, who also attended OU before transferring to UCLA. On July 30, 2010, Bradford signed a 6-year, $78 million deal, which is $50 million of guarantees and has a maximum value of $86 million, making it the largest contract ever for an NFL rookie. In the preseason opener against the Minnesota Vikings on August 14, Bradford went 6 of 13 for 57 yards and was also sacked 3 times in a Rams loss. After another unimpressive showing against the Browns in his second game, Bradford bounced back in a big way against the Patriots in the third game of the preseason. He got his first start in place of the injured A.J. Feeley, throwing 2 first-half touchdowns and helping lead the Rams to a 36-35 victory. He competed for the starting quarterback position with Feeley, and on September 4, Bradford was named the starting quarterbacks for the 2010 season opener. On September 12, 2010, in his first regular season game as the starting quarterbacks for the Rams, Bradford completed 32/55 passes for 253 yards, 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions in a 17-13 loss to the Arizona Cardinals. His first NFL touchdown came on a 1-yard pass to LaRon Robinson. 2 weeks later, he then achieved his first victory as an NFL starter when the Rams defeated the Washington Redskins in an upset by a score of 30-16, which snapped a 13-game overall home losing streak. The next week, he passed for 289 yards and 2 TDs in leading the Rams over the Seahawks, 20-3. This was their first win in a division game since November 2007. In Week 8 against the Carolina Panthers, Bradford connected on 25 of 32 passes, 2 of them for touchdowns. In his first 8 games he scored 11 TDs, which tied an NFL record held by Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, and Ben Roethlisberger for over that span by a rookie since the AFLA-NFL merger in 1970. Bradford went 3-2 as a starter in October, passing for 19 yards and 7 TDs against 3 INTs. He was named the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Month. During October and November, he established a record for most consecutive passes without an interception for a rookie, which ended with an interception by William Moore in a home game against the Atlanta Falcons on November 21. On November 28, 2010, against the Denver Broncos, Bradford became the first rookie in NFL history to pass for at least 300 yards and 3 touchdowns with no interceptions during a road victory. He capped November by becoming the first rookie QB to win 2 consecutive Offensive Rookie of the Month awards. On December 26, Bradford surpassed Peyton Manning's record for most completed passes by an NFL rookie quarterback. Bradford finished the season with 354 completions out of 590 attempts, surpassing Manning's record of 575 for most attempts by an NFL rookie quarterback. Bradford became just the 3rd rookie quarterback to start all 16 regular season games and pass over 3,000 passing yards, joining Peyton Manning and Matt Ryan. 2011, coming into the 2011 season, expectations were high for the St. Louis Rams and Bradford. After going 4-0 in the preseason, it appeared as if they would be fulfilled, but once the regular season rolled around, injuries ravaged the roster. A high ankle sprain bothered Bradford for the majority of the year and the Rams finished a dismal 2-14. During the off-season, there was much speculation that the Rams would select Heisman Trophy winner and former Baylor quarterback Robert Griffin III. But, new head coach, Jeff Fisher instilled hope that Bradford was still the Rams' franchise quarterback, solidifying this hope when the Rams later reached a deal with the Washington Redskins for the second overall selection in the 2012 NFL Draft. 2012. The Rams weren't expected to make much of a leap following their dismal campaign the year before, but behind strong play by Bradford and rookies stepping up to the challenge, the Rams finished a respectable 7-8-1. Bradford finished the season with career-best numbers: 3,702 passing yards, 21 touchdowns compared to only 13 interceptions and an 82.6 passer rating to go along with 59.5 completion percentage. 2013, with all the additions in the off-season, the Rams and Bradford were expected to excel in 2013. The team as a whole suffered through inconsistency, but Bradford did not. Through the first 7 games, Bradford passed for 1,687 yards and 14 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions and 90.9 passer rating. But, during the Rams' Week 7 game against the Carolina Panthers, Bradford tore his left ACL on a run out of bounds, ending his season. 2014, Bradford suffered an injury to the same ACL after being sacked during a preseason game against the Cleveland Browns and missed the entire 2014 season. Philadelphia Eagles 2015. On March 10, 2015, Bradford was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles along with a 2015 fifth-round pick, in exchange for Nick Foles, a 2015 fourth-round pick, and a 2016 second-round pick. In his first game as a Philadelphia Eagle, Bradford completed 36 out of 52 passes for a touchdown and 2 interceptions in a season-opening 26-24 loss to the Atlanta Falcons. In Week 4, he threw 0 interceptions to 3 touchdowns, and although his completion percentage was lower than 55% in both games, he still mustered a 122.6 passer rating in a loss to the Redskins, his only passer rating above 90 for the season. In Week 6, he threw 3 interceptions, but the Eagles still gained a 27-7 win over the New York Giants to move Philadelphia to 3-3 and in first place in the NFC East, mainly thanks to the defense and run game. Bradford hit his worst game by far in a loss against the Panthers, where he completed only 56.5% of his passes with 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a quarterback rating of 58.7. Against the Miami Dolphins on November 15, Bradford suffered a left shoulder injury as well as a concussion. Statistics Regular season NFL records most consecutive passes without an interception by a rookie quarterback, most completions by a rookie quarterback. Personal, Bradford is January 16 Cherokee, and is listed as an official citizen in the Cherokee Nation Tribes rolls. Bradford was the first person of identified Cherokee descent to start at quarterback for a Division I university since Sonny Six Schuyler, a full-blooded Cherokee, who played for the University of Washington during the 1970–1972 seasons. Bradford also holds the distinction of being the first Native American to win the Heisman Trophy since Jim Plunkett in 1970. His father, Kent Bradford, was an offensive lineman for the Sooners from 1977 to 1978. Bradford is also an avid ice hockey fan, his favorite team being the Vancouver Canucks. Bradford is also a scratch golfer, and was a basketball player in high school. Bradford, a born-again Christian, also appeared in a short film of testimonials from celebrity videos called I'm Second, sharing his faith about Christianity and winning the Heisman Trophy. In 2009, Oklahoma City Mayor Mick Cornett declared January 13 as Sam Bradford Day in Oklahoma City. See also, List of NCAA Division I FBS quarterbacks with at least 90 career passing touchdowns, List of NCAA Major College Football yearly passing leaders. References. External links, Philadelphia Eagles profile, St. Louis Rams profile, ESPN stats, Sam Bradford at the Heisman Trophy official website.